read. Click any message to pin it. Use the options menu to unpin. Well. Hi.
Have you started?
Yes. We are live. We are live on the Super Divorce YouTube channel.
Your voice is extra grovelly.
I know. It's because I've been sick lately and now my voice sounds like this when I talk.
Yeah.
Should my voice always sound like this? Would it be better if I always talked this way?
It's getting weirder. It wasn't as weird before, but it's getting weird. I was going to say before you could hang out with Markiplier with your voice that low. His voice is quite low most of the time.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Hi. Someone's
Careful,
here.
you're going to get a copyright strike.
No. Somebody's here.
It's me.
Is it you?
No.
No, it's someone.
Hello, someone.
Somebody's here. I wonder who it is. Who could it be?
I don't know.
Who could be coming into the chat now? Who could it be now? Who's here? Show yourself. Isn't that what she says?
Who?
Elise.
Oh, yeah.
Lysia is here. Hello. Lysia or Lesia? Is it Lesia or Lysia? Lesia.
How's it spelled? I didn't see it.
Lesiah.
Oh, why don't you ask? How to
Leisha.
Probably, maybe not that. Maybe
What?
it's Lisa.
No, probably not Lisa. I'll get I'll wait for confirmation. I'll await confirmation here as we begin our Lego Pac-Man build number 6 right here tonight. Opening my handy dandy instructional manual booklet. We're here on page 247 out of a possible, how many pages we got in this thing? 349. 349 pages.
That's a lot of pages.
In this one. We're on bags number 11. We have, yep, it's one of those ones. They've given us 2 bag 11s to work with here tonight. Someone took a like away. Why'd you do that?
It wasn't me. Maybe they didn't like how you said their name.
Someone had liked, there it goes. Now it's back. I was going to say, what did I do to gain your dislike?
Probably did something to piss them off.
I didn't do anything. I've been trying to be a peach.
Maybe they didn't like your deep voice. Try to talk a little higher.
I don't want to do that. I can't do Kev right now. No, it's okay. I'm not really mad. I'm not really upset. Don't worry. But I did want to make sure that I was saying your name correctly. When people come around here, I like to get the names right. Is it Lesia? Lesia? Lysia? Those would be my 2 guesses. And if it's not one of those, no, I'm not saying it right. Just let me know phonetically. You can type it in. Type it in how you would explain it to me if I were there. If we were discussing face to face, say. And I introduced myself. Hi. Well, would it be is it like a
Hazel, if you read it backwards.
Hazel? Well, we're not reading it backwards. What's up, Pop Culture? Pop Culture fan account is joining the chat. Right here tonight on your Saturday evening. I've got 2 of these lined up just for you, because I know that Pop Culture, old carrot cattle whacker, likes it when I drink beer. So I got that stuff lined up over there. But I don't know. I'm still not sure how I should say this name. Leisha. Leisha.
Could be Lisa.
It could be Lisa,
Yeah.
just a different spelling of the name Lisa.
I have a friend that spells her name very unusually. Someone's been trying to sign into my Kohl's account. I just found out.
Well, don't let them do that. No, it's not Lisa.
Okay.
That's not how we say it. Okay. Is it, I don't know.
Very pretty looking.
Yeah, it's a nice looking name. I've never seen that name before. I never have. But it's nice. I like it. I'm sorry that I can't seem to pronounce it correctly. It feels like a short.
Is the first letter an I or an L?
I think it's an.
Could be a capital I.
It could be a capital I. I'm not sure.
Isaiah. Maybe? No.
I don't know. I don't know. I better get started building.
Okay.
Let me open up these bags. Let me open up bag number 11.
Everybody can see your skeleton
Oh, right there? Yeah.
and your elbow and arms
My elbow.
and some of your wisps, your
my
hair wisps.
Wisps. Sorry.
Why would you say sorry?
Sorry, my hair's wispy.
It's just I can only see the bottom. That wasn't insulting you.
All right, here we go.
I have hair wisps too. See? Wisps.
That's just the end of your hair.
That's the end of your hair. That's why I called it the wisps.
My hair's wispier than yours.
What do you want me to do about that?
Nothing. I'm just saying. It just is. The bottoms of my hairs are wispier than yours are. Your hair's fuller than mine is.
Well, I'm a lady.
Well,
The wisps and the willows. Isn't that something? The wind.
there's the wind in the willows.
I like the wisps.
That's a different thing. Okay.
Hold on. Sometimes my chat gets weird.
Did I see Gargus here?
Yeah, you did. Hello, Garg.
What's going on, Gargus? Let's see. Okay, where are we here? How's everything going for everyone tonight? Did anyone get up to anything spooky on this October's Eve? Did anyone go out to a nice haunted home or a haunted hayride? Anyone do anything spooktacular tonight?
We were going to do that yesterday.
And then we just came home instead and we watched the next Insidious movie on the schedule.
Well, the weather was... We had inclement weather.
It was raining a bit and...
Nick was recovering from a cold...
I still am just a little bit.
A fungal infection.
I don't think it's fungal.
I think you've got a fungal infection.
I don't think it's fungal. I think I had some sort of... If anything, I would say it's bacterial. Not
Sinus
fungal.
infection. Sounds like you've got a sinus infection, the way you've been hacking.
No, it sounds like a bronchial infection. Like a bronchitis.
No, that's different.
What do you mean it's different? That's
Your bronchial tubes, your bronchial sacs.
That's a bacterial infection of the lungs.
No, bronchitis is just it's just inflammation of the bronchial sac.
Oh, come on.
Anytime you hear itis, it just means that part's inflamed.
Well, where's this piece I need? I need a gray piece. a 3-piece gray piece. Where'd they go?
Is it in my hair?
I hope not. I really hope not.
Guess we'll never know.
Hmm.
Does anybody see the gray piece?
It shouldn't be that difficult to find. There aren't many gray pieces here.
There's probably another stupid bag that you need to open. It's probably one of those ones where it's got like a bag and then another
geez,
bag.
Yes, there was another.
Pie on your face.
Gosh darn it.
That was
Yet
embarrassing.
another one.
What a noob. Baby's first Lego set.
Ah. All right. I've got this one. And I've got to put this one. Then I've got to put this one.
Anybody having any good snacks this evening?
Snacks.
Yeah. You know, food.
What kind of snacks?
I don't know. That's what I just asked.
Well, what would you consider to be a good snack? Like
I don't know.
Healthy snacks or
No.
actual good snacks?
Healthy snacks can be good snacks.
Well,
I feel like Garg is always making treats in the middle of the night.
midnight nachos.
Yeah. He's always got like a Hot Pocket or something, you know?
Garg, you got any midnight nachos going? Anything fun? Anything happening?
Ghoulie Dude is here.
What's up, Ghoulie?
Oh, he changed the spelling of his name.
To what?
Ghoulie. Like a scary a scary guy.
Maybe he watched my Lost video and got inspired.
Why?
Because he was represented by a ghoul
Oh, that's right.
with a smiley face and sunglasses.
Oh, yes.
You see?
I do.
Maybe that's what happened. Is that what happened, Ghoulie?
He says, I did, and I appreciate the cameo.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
And the very nice person whose name we can't pronounce said no to the snack question.
No snacks.
And also no that we didn't pronounce it right the last time either.
Well, if you can explain a way for us to pronounce it correctly, I will more than gladly do so.
Yeah, like if you can type the phonetic pronunciation, like Ghoulie would type it Goolee, Ghoulie.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can do like that sort of setup.
Explain it to me like I'm a baby.
Yeah. What are
Like
the sounds that his mouth needs to make?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You keep moving your hands to different locations on
Well, that's why you're supposed to be doing a dynamic filming.
No, I don't like that. It's hard for my body. I start getting the shakes.
Well, just give yourself breaks if you need to.
Ghoulie said goo goo gaga goo 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 gaga goo.
Goo Goo Gai Pan.
Mmm.
Did you ever eat that from your favorite Chinese
Not
restaurant?
goo goo, it's moo goo.
No, that's the kids' version. It's Goo Goo Gai Pan.
That's not quite right.
It's for babies.
You're for babies.
You guys like Goo Goo Gai Pan? That was always my favorite. What? What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
No. Is the first letter of your name a capital I or a lowercase L? That'll make things easier to try and sort out exactly how I should be saying this, because we never know online. Of course, you could be saying one thing and thinking you're doing the right thing and you're doing the wrong thing, and I'm not for babies. What does that mean? I've raised several babies now. I've done my best to help raise them up. So I'm at least partially for babies in some sense, shape, form, or fashion.
Oh, I see something different.
What's that?
The typed version says LESLAH, not IAH. Lesla?
I don't know.
Sometimes you're for babies.
Yeah, I've had to go up and get baby bottles and change baby diapers,
I
and
was gonna say you have several babies.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Okay. Wait. Now hold on a second.
You break something?
Where was I here? I did that. I put those on. It's saying that 1-to-1. What? Am I missing a piece?
What? What are you talking about?
This one right here is saying 1-to-1. There should be a 4 dot length flat piece, not a 3 dot length. This one. This must be it. Right here. Right here. See?
Okay.
See how it's going over the age?
Yeah. Ghoulie says you got babies, but do you got babes?
I got this babe right here.
Aw.
The only one that matters.
Hey.
Hey,
That's nice.
come on now.
He says, 'cause I sure don't. Oh, that's okay, Ghoulie. You'll get a babe.
You will.
When Nick was 15, 16, I wasn't around then.
No.
Probably dating some other stinky girl.
I don't know. I wouldn't say I dated much before you. I would have
Relations.
flings. I would have flings here and there. I didn't really have any long-term girlfriends, we would say. You know, I just hang out with a chick for a few weekends in a row and then stop talking.
Why? 'Cause you're mean?
Yeah, I guess.
That's not very nice.
Because I wanted to go to the mall and scope for hot chicks.
So you'd stop talking to the hot chick you were talking to?
Yeah,
That's kind of mean.
I mean, you know, it was just for fun. It wasn't like I had a girlfriend and then, you know,
I see.
it's not like a complete ghosting. I wouldn't do that. It would just be one of those things where I, like, kind of casually fizzle out. You could say that, right?
Sure.
You know how things fizzle out sometimes?
Yeah.
It's not like you're going out of your way to necessarily avoid someone. Like, oh no, it's her. It's her calling again. I have to go hide under the covers. I didn't do that. That's not what I did.
Ghoulie says they couldn't handle your Jay Leno impression.
No.
Takes a special kind of lady to be able to do that.
That's true.
Sorry for my horrible camera skills, everyone. Nick has forced me to do it this way.
What, the dynamic?
The horrible way. I wish we'd just get the dang tripod again.
It's so much more boring that way.
Well, I can't get a good angle. It's all just like
You can
your
move it
hand.
wherever you want.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to move it. I just want to sit here and be lazy right now.
You want to switch places then?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Jorphus is here.
What's up, Jorphus? I hope he's come prepared with a full arsenal of jokes of the night.
He does.
Or at least one. At least one joke o' the night. You know, we were out enjoying dinner with friends tonight. and some people were being very, very nasty about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Nobody was being nasty.
Very nasty.
Nobody's being nasty.
Some nasty sentiments and behaviors.
That conversation was making me uncomfortable.
Why?
I don't like it when people argue.
You're a Swiftie. Why don't you stand up for yourself?
I couldn't talk.
What do you mean you couldn't
Because
talk?
you guys were all busy yelling at each other back and forth.
Now, no one was yelling. There was no yelling going on. It was just,
Jorva says he thought there wasn't going to be a stream because of the post you published. What'd you say? What kind of thing did you say?
I said the daily videos would not be done yet, but that I said keep an eye on your notifications because it'll be hopping on the stream. I
Well,
didn't say that. So here we are. Are you disappointed, Jorphus? Are you disappointed that we're streaming? Is that what I'm hearing? Am I reading that correctly? I'm missing a piece that I need.
a piece?
A piece?
What is it?
Right there. I think I got it now. Now I need to put on 1, 2, 3. Another 1,
A
2, 3.
piece?
A piece right here, like that. And no one responded. I don't think. No one told me if they got up to anything spooky tonight. Did you guys go out bobbing for apples? Did anyone go out apple bobbing tonight? Did you go apple scrumping?
Don't look at me like that.
Jess is over here putting pieces in her hair.
I'm not.
We're gonna need those. You're about to piss me off for the last time. Did anybody go apple scrumping tonight? I didn't, but I wish that I had. What?
I wish that you had.
I've never been apple scrumping.
You can do it whenever.
No, you can't.
Just go to the store and take some from there.
No, you've got to find an actual orchard.
Well, people have apple trees. The tricky part, though, is the bees. You gotta watch out for those bees.
They're not going to be out this time of year.
Oh, yes, they will.
No, they won't.
Ghoulie says, I visited my cousins and a few of his cousins' friends. Ghoulie watched football
Watch some
on the television.
some college football. Some Saturday college footballs.
Bees, trees, and leaves, oh my.
Bees, trees, and leaves.
Jorfa says, there were two guys on a field. One grabbed something wrapped in aluminum foil, and his friend said, what is this? The guy opened it and says, it's a burrito.
Then what happened? And then?
Maybe that's the end of the joke.
Oh. Did you guys happen to catch any of the Fears to Fathom Iron Bark Lookout playthrough? Anyone watch any of that? Did you watch that, Jess? Did you watch my Fears to Fathom Iron Bark Lookout playthrough? My wife doesn't watch my YouTube videos.
Sometimes I do, okay? I'm busy too. You know that's never quiet around here.
You know you could put them on while you're tattooing. You could listen.
I can't watch them while I tattoo.
You could listen. You could listen to me.
I've been listening to my courses. I have to pass my tests.
I see.
Oh, there's more to the joke.
Oh.
And then a guy came in and said, "You have something of mine." The friend asked, "What is this?" And the guy said, "It's the One Piece."
I think he's making a One Piece joke. Like the program.
Juan is spelled Juan. Juan Piece.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a show, a famous, well, now it's a Netflix program, and it's a manga, and it's an anime called One Piece. One Piece.
I know that.
The funny joke part is that it's the name Juan. It's a subversion of your expectations.
I see.
Like
Google. Oh.
what?
Ghoulie asked if you'd be mad if he said he didn't watch it.
No.
Why don't you scold him like you scolded me?
No, I'm not mad at anyone. I was just curious if anyone had checked it out because it was a really fun game and fun playthrough that I thought people might enjoy. That's all.
Ghoulie's mad that I called him Google.
Called him what?
Google.
Google? Why'd you call me Google?
Didn't you hear that?
No.
I didn't mean to.
No.
I saw Garg respond, and for some reason, Ghoulie and Garg became Google.
Oh.
He's making fried chicken right now. That's some dedication to a snack.
Garg is making fried chicken.
Yeah.
That's a big boy late night snack right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be good though. First Julie, now Google. Sorry, Ghoulie. Don't take it personally. Nothing comes out right.
What was somebody mad about?
When?
That I was... Something about the game that I played?
No, nobody's mad.
No.
Ghoulie asked if you'd be mad that he hadn't seen it.
Oh, no. No. I was just, I was curious if anyone did because the Fears to Fathom games are some of my favorites, and it was another very solid entry into the series, that's all. No big deal.
And Jorfus says it's canon just as Hispanic.
You are Hispanic?
I guess. I don't know what I did to make it so.
Should we call you mommy now?
No. Don't do that. I hear that enough all day, every day.
All day, every day?
Yeah, out of the people that live in our house.
Oh.
Mom, mommy, 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 mama, 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 mom.
Well.
All day.
Okay, there we go. Got that. Put that down right there.
I think you confused Mr. Jorfus.
Why? How did I confuse him?
He said, what? Meow. I think that was just me saying mommy. Ghoulie says he's been playing a game on the PS5 that he really likes. It's called Generation Zero.
Never heard of that one. What do you do in Generation Zero?
He said it's a fun first-person shooter.
I'll have to look into it.
Where's...
What?
Do you still have the tripod?
No, I don't know. Apple did it.
This is the worst.
Got some decals to put on.
Should I zoom in?
Yep. Did we talk about Insidious on here?
Yeah, because we talked about the goofy guys.
We just made it through the 4th Insidious film. last evening. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of that one, Jess?
I liked it.
Was it your favorite so far?
I liked it more than I thought I was going to.
Why didn't you think you were going to like it?
Well, because I like the lady.
You like Elise?
I do, but I didn't know. I felt like an origin story of hers would have felt like out of place and been boring compared to everything else. You know, it's like.
Why'd you think it would be boring?
Well, like, you know how they make a whole movie out of that, and I felt like it would be like too off the rails from everything else. It would feel like, you know, like they kind of like that part in Stranger Things where 11 like travels to the city and hangs out with that weird sister, and just feels like it just like didn't belong with the rest. I thought it would feel like that.
Yeah. But it didn't.
No, it was very. I actually like that one. I don't know where I'd place it in the grand scheme of things.
Would you say it's your favorite?
I don't know. I'd like to see all 5 to decide.
Oh. Watch them in a marathon session?
No,
Why not?
I don't want to do that.
How's come? We could live stream it.
We don't have the kind of time to do that. It'd take like 10 hours.
We'll do a live streaming marathon session of the entire Insidious series of films. How about that? How about that?
Sure.
Give that a shot, please.
Jorfus says, wow, Ghoulie has a PS5 while I only have the PS2. And Ghoulie says it was one of the free PlayStation Plus games from last month. It takes place in 1989 Sweden. And then Jorfus says I should buy the 3 so I have the 5. Maybe.
That was a joke.
Oh, the PS. I
He's got
get it.
the
Yeah, I
2.
get that. I thought he was talking about the movies, Insidious movies, because there's 5 of those.
No. There's 5 for now. But for how much longer that's the case, that remains to be seen. We don't know yet.
Jorfus says, what does the PS5 have retro games from previous PlayStation? And he said, yeah, but it's an expensive subscription. Jorfus says, how much? He says, I don't remember. He doesn't have the subscription. Maybe Nick can tell you.
No, because I just put that on auto renew and forget about it.
Oh, great. I didn't know it was expensive. I thought it was included.
What do you mean?
With your PlayStation Plus.
Included when you pay for it.
Idiot. No, don't say that.
You're an idiot. Call me an idiot.
You didn't tell me what we were spending the money on.
What do you mean? You think they just give you a million games for free because they want to be nice?
No, I figured it was like an Amazon Prime thing.
We have to pay for that.
Well, I know. It's like $80 a year, though.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay. So it's not like $500?
No, it's not 500.
Okay.
No. Not that much money.
I was trying to zoom in every time you were putting a decal, but then I got bored.
And you call yourself a cameraman.
No, I have been opposed to being the cameraman, the dynamic camera person this entire time.
Does it offend you that I called you a cameraman and not a camera person?
Yes. Although, speaking of stuff like that, I was thinking when we watched the Insidious movies, you know, they did a really good job representing an audience that doesn't typically get to be the hero.
I was just thinking that when we were watching.
How many like old ladies get to be like the main squeeze of a series like that. You know?
Yeah, and you know what they don't do? They don't like beat you over the head with the fact that like we have an old woman as our main protagonist. Like that's just who it is, and it makes sense. It just makes sense. It's not like they don't have to do anything. They don't have to pat themselves on the back or convince you with heavy-handed tactics that you should buy into it. It's just a well-written story and it works. And I'm along for the ride. I'm a big fan. I think Elise is a great protagonist for that series. You know?
I think so.
So it's like, man, look what can happen when you just write a good story. Look how that works. Isn't that crazy?
Well, they'll have to reboot it in a few years
Yeah.
and make it like a, I don't know,
Make it a what?
something different that doesn't get represented. The old lady needs to be in a wheelchair.
Yeah. It's not good enough that she's just an old lady.
No. And she's got to be a minority, too. They've got to remake it so that she's like a different race or gender.
Yeah.
Maybe she's got to have a wife. She's got to have a gay wife.
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not.
But
Might be a fun plot twist.
maybe she gets with a lady in number 5.
Maybe so. Who also has the ability. Wouldn't that be fun?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a wild relationship.
Mm-hmm. What else do we got here?
Ghoulie says it's only $10 bajillion a month.
What, the PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. All right, pop that on. What's so funny?
Ghoulie says it has to be a trans, non-binary, he, they, them, black, Asian, polysexual, disabled person. That would make it, that would be representing a lot of different groups.
But you know what the problem is that you're still not representing everyone.
You never can.
That's the problem. That's the old trick. That's the trickety trick of it, is that you can't represent everybody. You're always going to leave people out.
Jordan said, how did we get here? It's a good question. I wonder how Garg's fried chicken is.
I hope it's fantastic. It's just great.
I wonder if he took the time to like hand bread his own chicken, or if he just got like some Tyson cutlets out of the bag and deep fried them.
Are you judging him?
No, I'm just curious to the level of magnificence he's going to be enjoying.
There's an AEW guy that Jim Cornette doesn't like, named Brandon Cutler, and he always calls him Brandon Cutlet.
Why?
Because he's like a chicken cutlet.
Why?
Just a kind of scrawny little thingamajig.
That's mean.
Oops. Oh. Hey guys, here's a question for you. Nope. Hold on. Hold that thought. I did something wrong. I did something so wrong.
What'd you do?
Wait. I'm supposed to take this with a 3-piece
Oh my. What's happened to you?
And then that. And then I'm supposed to put it right here. And then I'm supposed to put that right there. And now this goes across right here. Okay, you get all that? You getting all that with your dynamic framework? Looking good. Looking good, Jess.
Thanks.
Great job. Okay, now we gotta take a 3-piece right here. And then another 3-piece. We gotta find that. I was gonna ask the audience a question.
Go ahead.
But now, what seems to have happened is that I've forgotten the question I was going to ask. How do you recover from something like that? You know?
I don't know. I do it all the time.
What do you do? Everyone's counting on you to be a good host, and then you just forget the question you were going to ask.
Just make one up real quick. You can make up anything. They'll never know it was different than the one you originally thought of.
Oh, I remembered. What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Why was that your question? You needed to remember.
It's not. You just told me.
Oh. You did it so smooth. I believed you.
Well.
Oh, man. Ghoulie says chocolate chip cookie dough.
Chocolate chip cookie dough, huh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to foil your plan.
The one who suggested I do it in the first place.
I thought you really remembered your old question.
Nope. Could have fooled you though, huh?
Yeah. I'm an easy one to fool though.
No. That's weird.
What?
Just doesn't seem to want to go on properly.
Ghoulie's.
Chocolate chip cookie dough has always been one of my favorites. I've always enjoyed the Ben and Jerry's variety. I feel like peanut butter chocolate chip cookie dough is that's quite a sensation. If you ever get the chance to try that.
That's a UDF exclusive.
Is it?
I think so. It's the only place I've ever seen it.
Only at UDF. Only at your local United Dairy Farmers.
Ghoulie says, now you bastard, what's a real damn question or the glute grabber will get you. You not sly bastard. I thought he was sly. I thought he was very sly.
Oh, there we get it.
And then Jorfus says, oh, that reminds me, what did Jess receive for Mother's Day?
That was a while ago. What did we do for Mother's Day? I don't even remember.
I think I bought myself something.
Well, that makes me sound like a real piece of shit.
Well, you told me to. There was something I wanted. I think you took me.
I thought we went somewhere.
Yeah, we had stuff going on. I think you got me a few trinkets.
Check this out. When you move this, you can change the high score.
I see.
You see that? You're getting that with your dynamic camera work.
Well, it's not changing the high score. The high score's
right
on
here.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, the one up, I mean.
Yeah, I see that.
We'll leave it on the 69.
Sorry. Ghoulie says it makes him sound like an even more piece of shit saying you told me to get myself something. Well, I feel like I remember Mother's Day being kind of weird this year, and I don't remember why. Oh, I remember because I had just had surgery and I was recovering and I was not having a very good time. That was after my stomach surgery.
Oh, yeah.
And so I wasn't able to go anywhere. I think I was about a week out of recovery. So we did celebrate. We hung out together, and I think you did some nice things for me, but I don't remember. It was an unconventional Mother's Day. I think we ended up also. Yes, we ended up getting stuck going over to my mother's house, and my dad made things weird because I couldn't walk right. Do you remember? We ended up having to go over there, and everybody was planting flowers for her, but I couldn't help, so I just sat there, and everybody was grouchy.
Yeah.
But I want to say there was something that I had wanted. It was like a kitchen item or something, and I think you either went out and got it for me, or we ordered it.
The ninja thing, was it?
No, that was my birthday. I don't remember. It was so long ago. Things are very weird around that time. So he's not a dick. Nick usually is very good at gift giving.
Check this out. We've got some functioning
look at him
Pac-Man
go.
stuff going on now.
Look at him go. Mr. Jorfus gave his mother a tiramisu. Well, that's very sweet. Propane guy says hello. He's getting ready to start a graveyard shift.
What's up, Propane? How's it going, brother? Haven't seen Propane guy in a while.
Probably because he's always working. He's probably usually sleeping when you're normally on.
Look at the back of this. Check out this technology at work. You saw the front. Here's what goes on behind the scenes to make that happen. Can you get in there with your dynamic camera work?
I have. I've done it.
See that? And then here's what you got on the front side. Making all that happen. Look, we've built this.
The pink guy's going rogue. Look at what's happening with him. He was like upside down for most of it.
Well, it's tough to keep them all right side up the whole time. You know, they do what they can. It's a cute little thing, isn't it? It's cute. The biggest challenge, this is in the book, it's saying this, it said, the biggest challenge was getting the ghost to turn corners without getting stuck. We used a robot to test it thousands of times to make sure it's solid. So they had a problem with ghosts turning corners and then getting stuck.
Oh.
You're just pointing at my hand. Yes. The veins in my hand.
I was watching with my own eyes. I wasn't paying attention.
See, they'd come around the corner, like this guy right here, like Pinky, and get stuck. But they're not going to get stuck now because they had robots test it thousands of times to make sure that you could just wheel and deal. You could just turn this wheel all night long. And no one's ever going to get stuck on those corners there because they got robots on the job.
Thank goodness. It out.
And that's just where they should be.
Propane guy says Legos and video games is a good combination.
Absolutely.
So his veiny hands. There you go. Yeah. Everybody can enjoy that.
Are you videotaping my veiny hands?
I was, yeah, I zoomed in. There's a second look, in case anybody was wondering. There you go. Good job. It's nice of you to model them.
People say that's good.
Yeah, it means usually
that means that you're
good vascularity.
Vascularity.
Yeah.
You want vascularity.
I have veiny hands too, but I have thin, spindly fingers, so I feel like it makes me look all witchy.
It's better to have vascular hands than big, puffy sausage hands, right? Isn't that better? You don't want big, like, puffy sausage hands.
Some people might.
Well, I'm saying if you're going to choose one, right?
I guess. Yeah, I don't think I'd want a puffy hand. Probably not be very...
Some people call those meat hooks.
Yeah. Got a big hand, yeah.
He's got meat hooks.
Yeah.
They're talking about someone with bare hands.
Yeah.
Bare claws. Big, meaty, puffy.
Our children have those.
Yeah. They didn't inherit my vascularity.
Not yet. They're still chubby.
You're going to have to work on that. Drink more water.
Mm-hmm. Julius won't have any problem with that.
They say that's what makes you vascular, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting plenty of fluids.
Well, that
plenty
helps.
of water. Right?
Propane guy says horror movie Lego sets would be sweet.
They would be. Maybe
we
could
do
make
have
our
one.
own.
I wouldn't call it a horror movie.
Yeah, it's not a horror movie.
We have a Halloween movie set, which we missed the ball on that one. We're going to do that for Halloween season this year.
Yeah, I'm still planning on that, Jess.
And we also have a horror show set. We have the Upside Down, Stranger Things.
That's not really a Halloween.
He didn't say Halloween. Horror.
Oh, yeah, I know.
All right, well, whatever. Gully says this went from a Pac-Man to two hands opening and closing on screen, talking about meaty hands. Jarvis says, how did we get here again? I don't know, you know?
You may ask yourself, how did I get here? Oh, he sounds like Ric Flair in that song.
What is my beautiful house?
This is not my beautiful wife. There was a shopping mall. Now it's all covered with roses. You got it. You got it. You know, it's a really sad song.
I know.
Did you know that?
Yeah?
It's about, like, humans, like, killing themselves in nuclear war.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's topical, isn't it? Where they're walking through all the places that we used to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
This was a shopping mall. It's all covered with flowers. I don't know all the exact lyrics.
I thought it was just about
You got it. You got it.
just the stuff you used to like, just closing down and stuff.
No, I think it's about like an extinction event happening,
Oh, I didn't realize that.
and then all the things are gone.
Oh, I thought it was something less sinister.
No.
Like just what happened to Woodies and stuff. You know, I thought it was like reminiscing about the past.
No, I think it's like the road.
Oh. Oops. Ghoulie says, questioning of current location back in the news, Kev. Ghoulie says, wait, this isn't my beautiful wife? I don't even have one. Hell, I don't even have a dame. And then Jorfa says, back in the news, Kev is back in the news, Kev. And I don't even exist.
Who? Who doesn't exist? Kev?
Jorfus.
Jorfus?
That's what he said.
Jorfus.
What is that?
Warrior.
Hey, hi, Warrior. Warrior. Hello. Warrior. He keeps running away. Warrior. He's hiding. He's too scared. Oh, there's a cat.
Cat?
Cat? Kitty cat? Alright. This has got to take over for a second. I've had too much water.
Yep. Too much water. Oh, you gotta go.
To rest from...
Ankle break.
Yeah, and I need to get something to charge my phone because it's dead. Almost.
Uh-oh.
Watch them.
I guess I'll monitor the chat while you're gone.
Good job.
Okay, we got that, and we'll just go ahead and toss this on up here. Just like that, and we've got that to go on right there. And how about a nice two-piece buckaroo right there? The old two-piece buckaroo, as they called them back in the olden times. We'll put the old two-piece buckaroo up there. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. The old 1-2. The old 1-2 buckaroo. Dogs don't talk, so back to mind writing again. Mind writing. Hey, I know you guys, you said you hadn't had a chance to watch Fears to Fathom. Did anyone check out the Ding Dong Dead playthrough yet? Let me know if you checked that one out. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it. That guy who creates those games, Jordan King, he is an absolute behemoth of independent horror. You'd be hard pressed to find anyone out there doing it better than he does. That was a fantastic game, and one that you should play if you can before Halloween is over, because it takes place on Halloween night. Propane Guy says, watch it after work. Ghoulie plans too soon. No. Nick, do you like liver? Well, that's a strange way to answer my question, Jorfus. Oh, wait, he said he actually did. He actually did watch Ding Dong Dead. Quickly, yeah. Do I like liver? If I can take it in pills.
Didn't like it that one time I made it for you.
It's not my favorite.
It's nobody's favorite.
It's not my favorite. Jorfus, what did you think of Ding Dong Dead? That's probably one of my games of the year. Really. No bullshitting. I really had a fun time with that one. And it's a short and sweet little son of a bitch you could get through rather quickly.
What's wrong?
Jorfus said it was good. I really liked it. Good. The only I don't know if you guys know this. Well, you know what? Quick show of hands. How many of you guys have access to a gaming PC? How many of you guys can play computer games? Because some of Jordan King's games are actually available on the PlayStation and Xbox and Switch consoles. And if you've not played any of them, you should look up, at the very least, look up Blood Warsh. Look up and play Blood Warsh, and I think Night at the Gates of Hell is now out on consoles too. Ghoulie wants to know if it trumps all the Sega Mania games we gave a good rating to. Well, it's such a different type of game. You couldn't have really done anything like Ding Dong Dead on the Sega Genesis. So that's tough to say. But if I was rating it, I'd give it a solid 925 super divorces out of a possible 1,000 super divorces. Ding Dong Dead. Did you watched my playthrough, of course?
I did. Yeah. I really like that one.
I'm missing a piece.
Which one?
This big, long, black one. It's in your hair, isn't it? I knew it. Well.
Are you going to divorce me?
Interesting piece to be missing.
How long were you looking for it?
For about the past at least 5 to 10 minutes.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I totally forgot about you and your shenanigans.
When I tried to put it in my hair like an hour ago, you said, no, don't do it. Don't put it in your hair.
I know. That's why.
Ghoulie says it's a super divorce.
What? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm trying to read the chat.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. I'm trying to go back. I don't remember which part you read. Mr. Dorfus says he was talking about playing Game Mania Fest, a festival where you play on gaming PC games like Call of Duty and Fortnite, etc. He said, but he got a bit bored because he waited 4 hours to play on VR. It's like an event.
Oh. I don't have VR for my PC, and that makes me sad because the creators of Happy's Humble Burger Farm just released a new PC game that's VR only, and I can't play it because I ain't got a VR for my PC, only for my PS5 and PS4.
Jorfus says, so Nick, about the liver.
Yeah, if I can take it in a pill form, fine. But I don't like eating liver. It's not a pleasurable gastronomic experience for me.
Although, to be fair, most people that talk about loving liver to eat it, they eat like breaded and fried liver with onions.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you fry anything and bread it, it's probably not as gross.
Yeah.
You know, makes it taste better. But when I made liver and onions, I didn't do that. I just cooked it.
It's got this gross consistency to it. It's not good.
Yeah. The sponginess.
Yeah, and it's like sponge. It's like an old sponge that's falling apart. That's what it's like. It's spongy, but it's also crumbly.
So sick.
It is. That's what it's like. It's like.
Although I feel like a lot of them, like I ground it up and put it like in meatloaf and stuff, and then some of the crock pot meals, and I think you can't really like notice it as much there.
Yeah, but I mean, what does that say about the thing?
Well, yeah.
Well, it's good because you can't notice it. Like.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't mean you like it. You don't hate it if you can't taste it.
Exactly, because you don't know it's there.
I remember the first time I tried making liver and onions. You were cooking ribs, and that was going to be our dinner, so I was making it as like a side, and I put it on your plate, and I tried to warn you, and you sat down and you went straight for it and just took a big giant bite, and I was like, hey, wait, before you eat that, and you just kept going with it, and then you just said, this is some kind of organ meat, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, I tried to like tell you before you wolfed it down, and he just kept eating it, swallowed it all up, and I said, do you want more? And he's like, no. You're a very good sport. You're very polite. You ate it.
Because I'm not a bitch about food. It's like, if something's on my plate chances are I'll eat it.
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person who's like, I don't like how this tastes. I'm not finishing it. Like, if it's there, I'll probably finish it. But it doesn't mean that I like it. So, you know. And that's how I feel an adult should handle their food. You know, it's like you can get through a few bites of something that you dislike.
It's true.
Don't you think?
He said, you know that if you leave your liver in milk for 2 hours in the refrigerator, it'll take the bitter taste out. I did leave it overnight in milk. So I did do that.
You left it in milk?
Yeah. It was either several hours. I think I did it overnight. If not, it was at least quite a few hours. Ghoulie says, I have a question about liver. Will you be willing to sell it to me for a low price so I can maybe possibly not kind of sell it on the black web for a large profit?
Possibly.
And Ghoulie says he's getting hungry.
Ghoulie's getting hungry. Talking about all this liver.
Yeah, I would say like the taste of it was really good. The texture is just weird. Like when I made it, it tasted fine. The kids actually ate it.
Garg Dargus might reverse course and have to fry himself up some liver.
So it didn't taste. I don't remember it tasting bitter. I do remember it having like a little bit of more of a metallic-y taste that most organ meats have.
A more metallic taste. And when you say metallic, do you mean like the band Metallica?
Yeah. Speaking of selling organs on the black market, why don't you ask people what their thoughts are on the road signs for kidneys?
Yeah.
Since we were just talking about that today.
I don't know. I don't know. What would you call that? Organ donors. Organs, is that soliciting?
Yeah, I would call it soliciting, maybe.
Begging.
I don't think there's like a name for it.
Organ begging.
It's like, you know how when you're driving and you see a sign that it's like new roof? Call this number, or pest control problems, or we buy old houses. You see all those like signs on the road when you're driving around.
Yeah.
There's signs in our area that, what do they say? Like liver for Gary.
Tishy was the one I saw.
Oh, there's one that's like Uncle Gary that I see all the time or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen multiple ones in the area.
Yeah, there's lots of... apparently a lot of people need new livers. Or no, kidneys. It's kidneys.
Yeah.
We were just talking about liver.
Well, you can't just give away your liver
No.
because then you die.
You can give away half of it.
Do
It
people
grows
do
back.
that?
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
I don't know if people do it. I know your liver, part of it grows back.
You can just give away your liver?
No, not the whole thing.
What I'm saying, if I saw a sign, it was like, liver for Mikey. And I was like, I called the number and I said, yeah, I'd like to give Mikey my half of my liver. They just cut your liver in half
I don't
and
know.
throw it in the person's body. And
I don't think that's quite how it works. I think you have to die to give them your liver. You have to, yeah. Kidneys, though, you got 2.
that's why you shouldn't put that you're an organ donor on your driver's license.
Why?
The paramedics will let you die.
No, they won't. That sounds like some conspiracy stuff.
You think I'm above that?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
What? That they're just like, oh, so-and-so needs a kidney right now.
Be careful, y'all. If you got organ donor on your driver's license, I'm just saying, you get the wrong EMT pulling up, they might let you go. Because that liver, that heart, them lungs, worth a pretty penny. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's not like they wouldn't get money for it.
You don't know who you're dealing with. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying.
Stop it.
I'm just saying. Be careful. Be careful.
Mr. Jorfa says it went this way. Pac-Man, 2 hands opening and closing the screen, talking about meaty hands, liver, and onions.
I can't find this. Do you have more pieces? Have you taken more pieces from me?
Ghoulie says, wow, funny enough, my Uncle Gary needs a new kidney, and he put up a bunch of signs. Weird how another person with an Uncle Gary needing a new kidney set up a bunch of signs near us. I don't know if it's Uncle Gary. That's just like my brain filled in the blanks. That might not be right.
Who said that?
Ghoulie.
Ghoulie's Uncle Gary.
Okay, so we just have questions about
yeah,
this.
we were talking about this.
We're not knocking it. We were genuinely curious.
I was wondering what the process is like. I was assuming that first, before you put signs like that up, you'd have to make sure that none of your friends or family are a match.
Yeah, I would assume they've already vetted that.
To give you a kidney.
Yeah, that's
right?
why they're putting the signs up, because those options may not have worked.
Unless those people just didn't want to give their kidneys up. But then, what I was saying is, if you didn't do your due diligence as a family member, you're like, well, I don't care if I am a match, I'm not doing that. And then an outsider comes in and says, Gary can have my kidney. How are you going to feel that this stranger walked up and was like, sure, I got 2 of them, you can have one. And now you got the kidney from this dude who you didn't even know. How are you going to feel when you look at everyone at Thanksgiving, surrounded by people who weren't willing to offer up their kidneys?
What if nobody else was a match and it wasn't a willing thing? But that wasn't even the conversation you were having earlier. You said you wouldn't want to just donate your kidney because what if the person's a weirdo?
Well, that was another thing. Yeah, that was another point. That was on the donor side.
Yeah.
That was saying if I was considering donating an organ to someone, I feel like I would need to shadow them. I said for months.
There's not time for that.
I would not feel comfortable giving a complete stranger one of my organs if I didn't have time to follow them.
Make sure they weren't like a serial killer. You're just like letting them do their work more.
Yeah. Or even
Kidnapper.
just a complete piece of shit.
Yeah.
If this guy's an asshole,
makes
to everyone
everybody
in his
miserable.
life,
beats his children.
Yeah, beats his children. Pisses all over the floor when he goes out to eat.
What?
Well,
he's got kidney problems.
Well, just for fun, though. You'd want to make sure that you're handing your kidney off to someone who's worthwhile.
Okay, Ghoulie doesn't really have an Uncle Gary.
Oh, he doesn't?
Pretend.
Oh, well.
We were hoping you were going to be able to answer our questions.
Yeah, because we were actually having this conversation earlier tonight.
I was going to say, what are the odds?
But I'm actually glad that you don't have an Uncle Gary who needs a kidney.
Yeah, that would be very sad. I mean, I feel for the people that need them. You want to help somebody out. My thing is like, if I were just to give a random stranger a kidney, what happens if like you needed one, or like our kids?
Well,
can kids have an adult kidney put in the?
Huh?
like if your kid needed a kidney, like say Emerson needed a kidney, you can't just like give him your full man-sized kidney, can you?
No,
How's that work?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure, actually.
Seems like it'd be too big.
That's what she said. Hey, did you guys hear that? That was spousal abuse live on camera. But it's funny because it's a woman doing it to a man. Right?
So butthurt.
You're butthurt.
Ghoulie says he doesn't think a fully developed adult can give a child an organ because it grows with age. That makes sense. Jorfa says you donate 1 kidney and everybody calls you a hero, but you donate 15 and you're on the FBI list. That's a good joke. Ghoulie called you a butthead.
Why? Why would he say something like that?
I don't
That's
know.
awful. That's an awful thing to say.
I don't know. He said, you're a butthead. How about that?
How about that's awful? That's a nasty, nasty thing to say.
Why are you putting that on so far away from yourself?
What?
It's so far away from you. How are you doing that?
What are you talking about? So
You're
far away.
There, you're like stretching your arms across the universe to build your Legos.
I don't know what you mean.
You can move it closer. Why don't you move it closer to yourself?
Huh?
I said, why don't you move it closer to yourself?
That happened. Hold on. I'm the confusador for a moment.
He says we get to decide who the butthead is.
Who are the viewers?
No, you and I.
Oh. We do. We get to decide.
Jorfus says better to be a butthead, that you get a butt on your head.
It is better.
And then Ghoulie says, could have been Jess, maybe Nick, never specified. Well, I did specify. I think we all know who the butthead is around here.
Why did he say in that Incubus song?
Which one? You all right?
I need more beer.
There's a whole one right there.
It's so long, it's hard for me to specify. Was he talking about his dong?
No! Why did you bring that up? Why?
What?
Why out of nowhere did you just think of that and then think to make a wiener joke out of it?
We were talking about specifying. I always thought of that when he sang that part in that song. He was talking about his dong.
It's ridiculous. That's not what he's talking about.
We heard a lot of dong jokes earlier tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Jess and I went and saw a stand-up comedian. A couple of them. Oh. Jess had to whisper and say, don't tell him who it was. I
Well,
won't
you
tell
know.
them. We saw an unspecified comedian.
He told a lot of wiener jokes.
He's a nasty wiener comedian. I don't want to talk about him.
We're into that kind of thing. We have our special nights where we go out for wiener comedy.
All right, no more wiener jokes.
Yeah.
We've got children here.
We've had too many for the night.
Legal children.
Ghoulie
Forget that
said,
sometimes.
you shouldn't. Ghoulie says, ah, yes, the finest of penis puns.
Okay, and this you could do with this, or you could do with that. You could do with this. You could do with that. That's the old Christopher Walken weapon of choice. From Fatboy Slim, right? You could do with this, or you could do with that. Or you could do with this, or you could do with that. Right? Weapon of choice. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Anyone? Anyone gonna back me up on that? Weapon of choice, Fatboy Slim, Christopher Walken. Jess is just staring at me like I'm a stupid ass.
I just don't know what you're talking. I mean, I know that song.
It had the Christopher Walken video. It won an MTV VMA, didn't it? I think it did. I
Okay.
think it won VMA for best music video. Where he's dancing through that like empty office building. And he floats through the air.
I don't remember that.
You don't? What the heck?
Ghoulie says, what?
I need it. I need the piece in your hair.
A
right
piece?
now.
A piece?
I just saw it.
No, you didn't.
It goes right here. I need it. God bless it.
It's like a fun Easter egg.
No, it's not a fun Easter egg.
It's the time of the night where you can't find the piece you're looking for.
Time of the night where horse shit takes over.
It's mean.
You know what I wonder when I'm looking at Legos?
What?
When I'm looking at Lego sets.
Yeah.
I look at a set like this, I'm like, this is gonna be really neat when it's all done. And then I wonder to myself, how many people do you think buy a Lego set such as this and don't finish it? Isn't that sad to imagine? There are people who went out and purchased this, and maybe they started building it and they're like, nah, I'm just not gonna finish it.
Mm.
That's sad to me. That's a sad thought. Don't you think that's sad?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
They'll get around to it.
No, I'm saying if they don't.
Well, it's a
Like
lot of
over the
money to
years.
spend to not build it.
Over the years, think of how many Lego sets have been purchased that didn't get finished. For one reasons or another.
Jorfus guessed 10,000.
10,000 people bought this and didn't finish it?
Maybe not this one. He said probably most of them are either kids or nerds or weirdos.
No.
Kid saves up $200 or whatever to go buy it and then doesn't build it.
In the weirdo camp.
Hmm?
In the weirdo camp.
Yes.
You got me.
You are the weirdo. Julie says, with your generous donations, we can stop people from not finishing a Lego set.
It's a worthwhile cause.
Mm-hmm.
You like driving on the causeway?
No, I don't know what that is.
Why not?
What about causing on the driveway?
Causing what?
Havoc. That's what I like to do.
I did that one time.
What?
Caused havoc in the driveway.
Why?
I was... Probably the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life. I like just got my license, and I was coming home one night and just like I pulled in the driveway too fast and just rear-ended my mom's car. I like had a Toyota 4Runner at the time, and it had like a hook on the front for towing.
Did you rip off her bumper?
No, but that hook just like went right through her back bumper.
Oh,
And just
shoot.
made this huge just like tear in the back of it.
How pissed was she?
I backed up and I just sat there for like 15 minutes, just like fuck, what the fuck, just like I couldn't believe that I had actually done that. Like I don't know how it happened. I just didn't slow down quick enough, and when I pulled in, it was like boom, and I just drove into the back of my mom's car. Yeah.
You were causing on the driveway.
That was causing in the driveway. That was big time.
What'd your mom say? Or did you make up some crafty lie?
No, I went in. I told her. I was like, I just ran into your car. and she was like, she was actually kind of relieved because she thought she was gonna go out and see that I had like pushed her car like through the
Did she hear it or
garage.
something?
No.
Oh.
But when I was explaining what happened, she thought that I had like pushed her car through the garage door or something.
Oh.
So when she went out and saw what actually happened, she was kind of relieved that it was just that. I mean, like, I didn't demolish her vehicle. It's not like my airbag went off or anything. It was just,
Yeah.
you know, cars these days.
I almost drove my mom's car off of a cliff when I was like younger than Lazarus.
Is that why you have these weird visions?
Maybe. It was, she left us all in the car and went to run inside a building, and the car was parked, and I think it was me that did it. It was either me or like my sister did it, and I was just in the car freaking out, but I'm pretty sure it was my fault, where I like got up in the seat and started fucking around and turned it into reverse or whatever, and the car went, started moving, and there was a like one of those parking signs,
Yeah.
The car like ran into that, and that stopped it from rolling off into like a ravine. So that was nice.
Maybe that is why you have these weird.
Could be.
What?
I'm trying to read the chat.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I thought you were trying to like zoom in
No.
on something.
Jorfa says accidents don't exist. A feral flying Nick was spotted on the highway. People claim it was stealing cars by perforating the car, drag it, and fly away. Good job, Jess. Thanks. I'm good at stuff. I'll have to ask my mom about that. I'm sure she remembers.
Probably. Imagine how you'd feel.
Yeah. If that is something one of our kids would probably do, which is why I don't ever leave them in the car by themselves.
That was a common occurrence back in the day, though. I mean, how is it? That's like a big deal now. Isn't that weird? It was just like so common for like from the time cars were invented until like 20 years ago. You go to the store and you just leave your kids in the car because you want to fuck with it.
Yeah.
Because kids are sons of bitches when you have to take them inside someplace and it's like, fucking stay in here and listen to the radio or play your Game Boy or whatever. I actually preferred that.
Yeah.
I would take my Game Boy. Yeah, I'll just stay in the car. I'll play Mario while you're in there.
Yeah.
Play my Game Gear. And now you get like arrested.
Well, also another reason why I'll never do it as well is because I remember reading a story about a lady who like went into a gas station and left her kids in the car with the car running.
Yeah.
And somebody came and stole her car with their kids inside and drove off with them. I don't know if they knew the kids were in there, if they wanted the kids, or if that was just like collateral damage for stealing the car. But I'm pretty sure I would lose it if that happened.
Yeah.
People are doing weird, especially if somebody likes to kidnap kids. It's not so good.
Oh, you got your Jeffrey Epsteins running around.
Your Jeffrey Dahmers.
Yeah.
Your Jeffrey Dubers.
I saw this. There was a guy. He was like Norm Macdonald's writing partner, I guess. And he was on Conan's podcast, Conan O'Brien, somewhat recently, I think, and it was this hilarious bit that he did where I don't even remember how they got on the topic, but he played it so straight-laced and just acted the part of being so oblivious to everything that was like perfect. And somehow like Jeffrey Epstein came up and like the trafficking stuff and this guy who used to like work with Norm Macdonald had like his same style of humor, you know, where Conan is talking about Epstein and everyone knows what he was into and such. But, you know, this guy he had on the podcast was like, wait, Jeff Epstein, you mean the New York financier? That guy? Yeah. He's like, what, he did, you're saying he did what? And then like he acted oblivious to like everything that had come out in the news about him, as if like, well, no, that can't be the same guy I'm thinking of. And it was like, and it like kept going to the point where like this guy was acting like he had no idea that Jeffrey Epstein was even dead.
Oh, okay.
He was like, well, no, you must be thinking of a different guy. No, he's not dead. No way. It's hilarious. You gotta look it up. The little clip is on YouTube. It's fantastic.
You'll have to show me later.
Yeah.
Ghoulie says he has a small minor update.
Oh, let's hear it. What do you got? What's going on?
Mr. Jorfa says that person needs to pay child support. The one who stole the car, the kids. At least I'm assuming that's what he means.
These look like little kind of penguin birdie guys, don't they? Look
Penguin?
Well, there's got a beep, 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 beep. Isn't that what penguins do?
Yeah, it is.
Beep, 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 beep.
Exactly what they do. And their rainbow-colored bodies.
Beep, beep.
That's a horse, Nick.
What's a horse?
That.
That's no horse.
A horse, of course.
It's a course. I'd like to invite you guys to watch my film acting debut in The Horse, if you can find it on YouTube. Challenge you to that one. I'll give you no more information. What?
You.
Remember The Horse?
Mm-hmm.
It's on YouTube.
Is it?
Yep. Somewhere on YouTube there's a short film that I starred in called The Horse. You can find it if you dig deep enough. If you care to see, it's there. It's there for the taking. Bet.
Stop it with your bet.
Bet.
No.
I mean, no.
Jorfa says it's an elephant.
Says what's an elephant?
The critters over there. Ghoulie says he started to notice some slight feelings for someone from church, and he's really noticed a growth in their friendship, but she's 2 years older.
That means nothing. Let me tell you why. It may seem like a big deal now, but looking back, like, because there was a time when I had a crush on a girl who was like a senior when I was a sophomore. And at the time that seemed like such a crazy age gap. But now when I look back, if I see like anyone who's like high school to like middle school, all those kids just seem like just kids. You know what I mean? Like the adolescent age, like they just seem like little kids.
Well, to you, because you're old.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that like if you gain that perspective, you see that gap that seems so crazy.
Well, I think when you're younger, 2 years is a big difference in milestones and your mentality.
It seems like it.
No, it
And
is.
what I'm saying is,
Think of the
if you-
difference between like you know.
No, for real. What I'm saying, my point is that if you're an adult and you speak to, like, if you speak to a kid who's like 18 and then a kid who's like 16, they're both dumbass kids. Like, it's not like, oh my god, the 18-year-old has so much more life experience.
No,
and
well, I don't know.
and
Why do I
it's-
need to calm? What do I need to calm down about? Jervis told me to calm down.
It's just that don't get overwhelmed by the.
It depends
the
on
age
the.
difference.
It depends on the age, and where you're at. He said that she's been accepted to college, and he doesn't even have his license yet. That's
Well,
quite a
that's okay.
different
Yeah.
age gap. Not to say you
Like I
can't
said,
do it.
It seems that way,
Yeah.
but your living conditions until you leave home. I would say the big jump is once you're dealing with kids who are like in college, who have maybe left the home, they've flown the coop, they're living out on their own now, they're doing their own thing. But all throughout school, you're dealing with like other people who are still living with their parents, who still have the same, basic routine. Wake up, go to school, maybe have a part-time job at night, and you come home, you do your homework. You're all doing the same kind of shit,
Kind of.
There's no real jump. It's
Yes,
not
there is,
just-
because there's people who are like, 14 and 16, and the 14-year-old hasn't, in some cases hasn't even like hit puberty, and the 16.
Okay, well, okay.
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes that 2 years
Well-
can make a big difference depending on where that falls and where that lies. The difference between 10 and 12, 12 to 14,
Well, yes, okay.
14 to 16.
Let's assume that we've at least hit puberty. We're talking.
Okay, well.
We're talking about kids who are like, you're just imagining high school kids, or whatever. Is that there's not like the gap that seems so daunting at that age when you look back at it doesn't really hold up, in my opinion.
You said,
When I look back, when I think about that, it's like, what, that senior who was like 17 or 18 when you were 15 or 16, that seemed like such a big deal, but it's really not.
or when you're a senior in high school and you're dating a 21-year-old who's weird, drinks all the time.
That's not me.
I'm just saying. That would be a big
Now
age gap.
that's a different age gap. That's different. That is an actual age gap worth noting, because you've got someone who has ready access to alcohol and tobacco. They're gonna have you come over and smoke cigarettes with them.
Jorfus yelled at me for calling you old. We're the same age.
We are the same age.
If I'm calling him old, I'm also myself old. Technically, you're older than me, though.
Well, just because I was a preemie,
Yeah.
we would have had like the same birth dates, right?
We had the same due date.
We had the same due date. How about that shit? Isn't that crazy for you?
And they say, you missed a piece.
Huh? Where? What are you pointing at?
Isn't there supposed to be a blue one next to that?
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Do you have that?
No.
You must. She's got it.
Mm-mm. She's got it.
I see it now.
Anyway, they say that things come in threes, right? That's the whole thing. Patterns of 3.
No.
Well, I think we were both supposed to be due on September 3rd. No, 9th. September 9th.
Mm-hmm.
You were 3 weeks early and I was 3 days early.
Yeah.
If you divide 9 by 3, it's 3. That's 3 threes. 3 times 3 is 9. 3, 3, 3.
Numberology and stuff.
You're doing a whole other bag. Is this the last one?
We've only got one more left.
Oh,
after
I'm
this.
so tired.
We can't stop now.
We
because
can
we got to do our
stop.
next one. Because next time we come on, we got to do our special one.
No.
That's why I've been plugging away. That's why we're plugging away.
Jorfa says we're the same age, but Nick is older. Yes, he's older by 3 weeks.
Just a smidge. Just a smidgeny of age. It's not too crazy.
I think as far as most couples go, I think it's unusual to find a couple that their birthdays are so close together. Most people are like, oh, she's a year and a half older than me. Or
Yeah.
it's very rare that, you just have 3 weeks separating your age.
Yep.
We're very close in age.
Quite a rarity.
Indeed. Can I help?
Oop. I was going to ask the chat a question.
What about?
Gosh. What was the question I had?
Ghoulie says another thing that's great is that she's friends with the girl that he liked originally.
Oh.
So maybe he can use that to his advantage. Maybe so.
I feel like it might have had something to do with that. With the Ghoulie saga.
The Ghoulie gal.
Yeah. But now I seem to have lost my... What?
You're just out of the frame now.
Now come on, Jess.
I'm trying.
Nope. We're gonna burn right through this set of instructions. Just you watch and wait. Just you wait and see.
Jorfa says that I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Don't buy the lie
What?
of your tiredness. Don't buy the
tired.
lie. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so that's that. That's what it wants. They want me to put it on the... That's confusing.
You broke it.
I guess that's what they want, like that. Hey, I got an idea for you. Why don't you go upstairs and grab me another beer or two?
What do you think this is? What?
Giving you a little directive here. Give me a little something to do in your tired state.
Well, I've got something to do.
What?
Go to bed.
No.
Go up and I'll be right down with your beer. Just get real cozy.
Hey. That's the meanest thing you could ever do.
Just sit down here. Yes? Yes? Yes?
What a horrible thing to even think about.
I think it sounds pretty nice to get all toasty under the blankies.
That's a nasty thing that you just
Gather
said.
up a bunch of pillows. Build myself a fort.
No.
stealing from your side of the bed.
Hey!
There's nothing left for later when you come to sleep.
You're being really, really nasty right now. You know it?
Jorfa said, "Ha, I just applied the hey bro, leave her alone." Cooley says, "Jess, how else am I supposed to get a female's input on my situation?" Oh, well, what kind of input do you want? I'll give you some input.
Well, you seem to think my input was bad.
No!
That I was telling her not to be intimidated by...
No, that's good input, but I was just saying that sometimes that is still an issue. It's not like 2 years doesn't matter at all.
Well...
I don't want to rehash that whole thing again.
You act like we talked about 20 years ago. I don't want to get back into that.
Well, we've already wrapped it up. I don't want to reopen it.
That's what she said.
He said, "Now, Nick, your input is constructive and encouraging and inspiring."
Well, thank you for saying so. That's all I was trying to do. Just trying to inspire you to not be scared.
Ghoulie says, "Jess, why are women confusing and difficult?" You know, I don't know the answer to that. Sometimes I myself wonder why I am so confusing and difficult. Do you have an answer?
You could just blame your hormones.
Oh, that's not good though.
Right? What? That's the popular answer, isn't it?
Sometimes that's a real thing.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. Maybe that's what it boils down to.
Mr. Dorfus says, "By the way, Nick once tried to speak Spanish." Oh, he wants me to try my best at reading this. I don't want to do that. I feel like it would come across offensive. I don't understand how to read. I've never taken any Spanish.
What does he want you to try to read?
I don't know. He typed something. I'm too humiliated to try.
Jess doesn't want to be construed as culturally insensitive.
Yeah, I don't really know how to read like the proper pronunciations of stuff. I think that's porque.
Yeah. Porque tengo que estar aquí si estoy.
We forgot the cansada.
Oh, I didn't see it at the bottom.
Cansada.
Cansada. Porque tengo que estar aquí si estoy cansada.
Carne asada.
See, now that's offensive.
Why?
You just said something that you thought was like, oh, I've heard something that sounds like that before.
Well, it does.
Carne asada.
It does.
And it's not
like
even
that.
the thing.
Cansada? It's like you just said it really fast. Jorfa said, "Pretty good job, Nick."
Thanks.
I would have said pork tango, QS star.
You know what's funny is like sometimes when...
He gave you a 600 out of 1,000.
Let me try and do better.
Okay, I'm gonna go to back there.
See if I can get at least a 700. ¿Por qué tengo que estar aquí si estoy cansada? ¿Por qué tengo que estar aquí si estoy cansada? ¿Por qué tengo que estar aquí si ¿Por qué tengo que estar aquí si estoy cansada? I'm not very good at that. My brain just like locks up every few words. I don't know why. I see it. I see what I'm supposed to be saying. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work the way I want it to. right here. How about that? All right, thank you. I got to 700. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's good. I can deal with that. Okay. Oops. Nope. Not there. Okay. We're getting dangerously close to the end here, guys. Believe it or not. Okay, I'll put this on right there. That right there is the direct translation because I have that to feel here if I am tired. Ghoulie wants to know, why do I have to be here if I'm tired? That's what it says. That's what it is. Why do I have to be here if I am tired? A question we all ask ourselves many times throughout our lives, doing this or that chore or what have you. Things you don't want to be doing when you're tired. Why do I have to be here if I'm tired? Okay, let me put this on just like that. Oh, thanks, Jess. My wife brought me a beer, guys. Look at that. Turns out romance isn't completely dead.
Not the monster you think I am.
All right. Okay. And now we've got this and up to a 2 B4 1, 2, 3, 4 like that.
That said, why do I have to be here if I'm tired? That
I know.
What you said. Oh.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Pac. And then we do another M-A-N. Well.
Ghoulie, you asked why women had to be so confusing and difficult. Is there something specifically confusing and difficult about the current situation that you would like input on?
The female's perspective.
That's what I'm trying to offer, but I need more information. Sometimes females be whack. Right? Is that what the kids say?
Yeah, that is. Sometimes
they be trifling.
Yep.
Fretting.
Yep.
What else they do?
I don't know. Being crazy. Being crazed. Oh, wait. Man. No, darn it. I have to do this first. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, great. Now, that's where they want those to go. Okay, nice. Yeah. All right. Okay. Oh boy, look. You might want to get a dynamic shot of this. Of the logo going up here.
Make sure to zoom in on your veiny hands for everybody.
Thanks.
Why are you blowing it?
Well, trying to get it how it's supposed to be. I guess that's on. It's not falling down.
Good job.
Okay. Cool. Good enough for a poke.
Mm-hmm.
Final bag, guys. Final bag. This is it.
So I just don't understand how to come across as someone more than a friend. I don't want to just seem as friendly, but a little bit more than that.
Go for an old-fashioned hand hold. Hold her hand once in a while.
No, that's weird if you don't. That's not right off the bat when you're just hanging out.
Well, he's not saying right off the bat.
Well, he said that he wants to come across as more than a friend, a little bit more than just friendly. You don't just want to swoop in and hold her hand.
No, but if
That can
things
be
are
off-putting.
if things are trending in that, okay, all right, are things trending in that direction? Let's ask that.
He said he wants to show her interest,
Well,
basically.
what kind of rapport do you have at the moment? What is your relationship like right now? Let's figure that out, because that's going to help you provide your perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to know where things are at the moment. How often are you guys talking? How often do you see each other? When you do see each other, what are you talking about? Are you texting a lot? Are you sending her dank memes? Does she think they're funny?
Build your Legos. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
We gotta establish a baseline here. You know?
Well, I know, but I think, you know, I don't know. I mean, I dated guys that showed interest in me, but we weren't really friends. It's like, hey, you want a date? You know, I like you, whatever. And then like you kind of flirt a little bit, and then you kind of start getting to know each other, and then you date. Those scenarios, to me, were not very like I didn't care about those. You know, I didn't feel connection with those people. I felt like they didn't really want to get to know me. I felt like they just, you know, dating high school boys, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know what they want.
Guys are after one thing, you know.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all it, and obviously you're younger, so that it's not necessarily what it feels like, but
it's not how I was.
I know, I'm getting to that. You should build your Legos. So I never really seriously dated anyone, and I didn't really stay with anyone longer than they were just like super meaningless, you know, hangouts. I didn't really enjoy spending time with those people a whole lot, so it didn't take long to realize that I didn't want to keep spending time with those people. But I would say what was different about Nick was he wanted to be my friend, and I knew he was interested in me that way, because that was the whole point of why we started talking. One of our friends was trying to set us up together, so I knew he was interested in that way, but he never really like made it seem like he wanted to push me into that. It's like, it's out there, the information's there, you know, that, you know, but it just felt like he just wanted to get to know me and be my friend, and it didn't seem like he was working an angle or trying to achieve any specific outcome. It just seemed like he genuinely cared about me. And then, you know, I kept telling him I don't want to date anybody because I didn't enjoy the dating process, and I didn't want to have another person who I just talked to for a few weeks and then, you know, that was it. And so he just kept being my friend, and we got really close, and he was the person that I just wanted to talk to all the time above anybody else. And then there was like a moment where, you know, he, at that point when we had gotten to be really good friends and we were talking every day for hours, you know, he told me he was interested and he wanted to, you know, date, take things to a different level. And I told him I wasn't ready. And then at that point I was like, oh no, now I'm worried it's going to ruin our friendship if we start dating. And then I told myself to stop being a big stupid idiot, and that's just the kind of person that you do want to date, is somebody who you're very good friends with. So I think a very long answer to a simple question is, you know, I think you'll know when the time is right to tell her that maybe you want to be more than just friends. But I think building a really solid friendship where she knows that you just care about her as a person, that goes a long way. And then when you do express interest, it doesn't just feel like, oh, I just like want to make out with you, or, you know, you're cute. You know, girls don't really like those. I mean, some girls like the superficial stuff. Depends on what they're trying to get after, but, you know, because there are frisky ladies out there too who don't really care about that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Don't shovel that all on the boys.
He said he'd say we're friends, nothing too extreme. They see each other Wednesday and Sunday. He doesn't have her number, but they talk about stuff and laugh whenever they do talk. He said he does have her number, but it's in a group chat that has a bunch of numbers that don't have contacts. So he needs to sort that out. And then Jorfus had a cute little pickup line.
What did he say?
He said, ask her the usual. If your phone number was the amount of money you have, how rich are you? And then Jorfus said, wow, and Jess said hours of time limit reached into 2 hours on the video, I think. Ghoulie says, so I need to really build that foundation first and then make the subtle moves. Yeah, I mean, you want to, I don't know. I mean, do you just like want to hang out with her a couple times, or is this somebody that you like might want to see yourself spending a good significant amount of time with and seriously like trying to date that person? And if you are trying to be close with that person, then, you know, I think treating her the same way that you would, I don't know, if she was already your girlfriend but not in a creepy kind of way. So like pay attention to the things that are important to her and the things that she likes, and do things that are thoughtful, or say things that are thoughtful that make her see that, you know, you're paying attention, that you care about her as a person, that you're invested in her interests and the things that are important to her. And then that way, you know, you might show her attention that other guys don't, who maybe you're just more interested in something superficial. It's like, you know, Nick was the only guy that actually really took the time to try to get to know me, and that was like fine. Well, maybe not really fine, but he told me he was fine with not jumping into something. You know, he was fine just being friends and giving me time and all that, you know. And you know, all the other guys that I talked to before him, not that I had an extensive dating background, you know, they didn't really seem to have a whole lot of interest in, you know, any of the things that you had done. So maybe you can give better advice on what your strategy was, but it worked. He made me laugh a lot. We laughed so much. He was so silly.
It wasn't much of a strategy. It was like I decided like very early on in high school, before I started dating Jess, that like I wasn't going to play typical like high school games of let me try to mask who I am so that chicks will think I'm cooler than I actually am. Because and it's different now because so much of the shit that I was into, and I won't be like, oh, I was a real nerd. It's just the fact of the matter is, in the early 2000s, it was before everyone loved Marvel. It was before you had these movements where like everyone wanted to be into like Star Wars and everyone wanted to be into comic books, and like that shit was just nerdy. And even video games, like jocks played Madden, but like Call of Duty had yet to become like the cultural phenomenon that it was at that point. Like some people played Halo and stuff, but like the shit I was into, comics and fucking video games, and you know, even the music I listened to, it was like being a big fan of Weezer was like usually something like nerds were into. It was like nerdy rock. Nerd rock. It was like its own genre that basically became a thing because of them. And at a point, you know, I think probably around 10th grade, I just was like, I don't want to try and be like the cool kid and convince chicks in my school that I'm something or someone that I'm not. And I think that's why I always got with girls who were like not at my school. Because if I met a chick at the mall or at like someone else's football game, I didn't have to convince them of my status. It was like, this is who I am. Whatever. Love it or leave it. And when I started talking to you, I didn't hide any of that. We bonded over Kevin Smith movies, which that was like a big defining thing for me. Discovering like Mallrats and Clerks and Chasing Amy and all those films. It was like a big part of my like coming of age experience. It was those movies. And
somebody's gonna leave a nasty comment about that.
That's fine, they can. I didn't hide it then, I'm not gonna hide it now. But I say all of that to just stress that, you know, when you're talking to someone, it's important that you're able to connect on a level that like hits home, and on a level where you're able to express yourself and they're able to express themselves, like just honestly and truthfully, where you're not leaving a bunch of stuff out, not leaving out a bunch of your interests, and they're not leaving out a bunch of their interests. You're just leveling with each other, and you're being real, the way that you would be with like a best friend.
Yeah.
And that's why we formed such a great friendship before we started dating, is because that's what we did. We would talk about the shit that we actually liked. We weren't talking to each other from the point of view of like, what can I say to impress this person? It was like, I'm going to talk to this person because I want to have a conversation with them. And I guess at that early phase, it could have gone a different way if Jess was not receptive to the things that I was into. Then she would have stopped talking to me. Or if I was really turned off by some of the things she was into, then I would have stopped talking to her. But it didn't work that way. We kept talking, we kept connecting, and it was based on a real friendship. And I think a real friendship is always based on the reality of who you're dealing with, and not simply that person saying the things they think you want to hear, but them saying the truth about who they are, what they're into, what they like.
And girls can tell the difference when you're genuinely trying to get to know them and you care about them versus when you just like want to smooch and do weird stuff. You know, we can tell when it's genuine and when it's not. There's always an angle. You know, if there's an angle, we feel it. We know it. I always did. I still do, you know. And funnily enough, one of the things that we used to laugh about a lot was when we would talk on the phone, we would stay up so late talking on the phone that inevitably at some point I would start drifting off to sleep, and I would start saying really strange nonsense.
Yeah.
And so not much has changed.
Nope.
Gooley says he really thinks that if all goes well post high school for both of us, it would be beneficial if everything goes right. And Mr. Jorfa says time will tell. Mm-hmm. And Gooley says, trust me, I've never been trying to be the cool kid. Jorfa said, me neither, but I almost turned a popular kid because of yes. Like,
because of what?
Yes, but I don't know if that's what he meant. He said, I almost don't talk to my friends. I only stay on my table and do homework. Well, that's good.
Does he mean like the band Yes?
I don't know. Maybe. Gooley says, I plan to conform to a few of my will-be partner's enjoyments. I wouldn't say conform, but you got the right idea. You definitely want... I mean, there's a lot of things that Nick was interested in that we came from two very different backgrounds, and we were into very different things. So there was a lot of stuff that we didn't share interest on, but that was kind of fun because then like he could try out things that I liked, and it was like, oh, this is a fun thing that I like to do, come and do it with me, or listen to this band, or he would make me like CDs of music that he liked that he thought I would like, that kind of stuff. I think it's cool in that way that you can share things with each other and expand your horizons and enjoy things together, and just naturally you end up enjoying the things that the other person enjoys because you've looked at it through their lens rather than like just trying to force yourself to like some of the same things that they like, just as like a way to... I remember there was like a guy I liked in high school, and he was really into a specific band. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to that band so he'll think I'm cool. I didn't really like the band.
Who was it?
Well, I'm not gonna say because it's a good band. I just never really like got into them the same way that he did, and I liked listening to them, but it never felt like I would just keep listening to this on my own forever. Like it was just kind of like I wanted to see what he liked about it. I'm like, oh, maybe we can, if I like learn about it, we will have something to talk about. This is before I met you, obviously. And yeah, I don't know. It didn't take me anywhere. Just kind of like, well. He said, why did you go to a band you don't like? I didn't go. I just tried listening to it, and I was trying to get into it to see, that way you can be like, oh, I got their new album. You can like, you told me there was a girl who used to do that with you, who liked Weezer. Used to flirt with you about Weezer. I think that's just like a natural thing that people do. They try to like...
Yeah. Was that one girl?
I think she was in her art class.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I mean, that's like a way that I think people naturally try to... That's an easy one. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, if I can get into this thing this person I like is into, then that'll be something that I can connect with them over, and I feel like for many people, and I noticed for me, music has always been a really big part of my life, and it, that kind of soundtrack to your life becomes deeply ingrained in your personality and can have a pretty big impact on you. So I mean, I understand where people are coming from when they do that, but again, you can always kind of tell when someone's doing it because they want to impress you versus when they actually really like it. When you'd really want to get their honest take on it. That's more so than them just going along with what your opinion is. It'd almost be better for them if they had a strong reaction against it for them to come out and tell you. Like, yeah, I listen to that band you like a lot, and I kind of think they fucking suck. You'd be like, what?
This isn't the best advice to attract the lady, though. But yes, that
No,
does work in some
I'm just
cases,
saying. Yeah, it's just you want people to be real with you.
Ghoulies leaving.
Ghoulies
Said thank
leaving,
you for the advice. He said thank you for the advice and the help you given me throughout my time here. On that note, I'm gonna head out. Gotta get up early for church. See the new lady.
All right.
Yes, good luck at church. Enjoy that. Get your rest, your beauty sleep, so you can look all fresh and chipper.
So fresh and so clean.
Yeah, I'm going to roll in there looking like a vagabond.
We're almost done. We are almost done. This thing is just about finished.
He said, how dare you yawn on my friend's text. I'm trying so hard, Mr. Jorfus. This is so far past my bedtime, it's not even funny.
What were you yawning on?
When I was reading Ghoulies' text.
Oh.
I'm gonna yawn again and again and again and again.
Very disrespectful.
It's a physiological process that I can't stop.
So is pooping.
Well, good thing that that's not what we're dealing with, huh?
Yes.
Good thing all you have to deal with is yawning, because if I was pooping, this would be a very bizarre Lego stream.
It'd be illegal.
I guess.
It'd be banned.
You might make some good money off of it, though. Somebody would pay for that.
Coming down to the final phases here.
He said, by the way, I'm going to give you an easy one so you can try to pronounce it. Why do you keep making me say words that I can't say?
Just try. In the old super divorce way, give it a shot, please.
I have a lot of anxiety about things like this.
Why?
Because I do. I feel awkward. I feel awkward all the time. It's hard enough for me to just be on this channel. I hope you know.
Well, you know, it's not so bad.
I can't even pronounce English words, and I was raised on this language. Just ask Nick. He corrects me all the time. I say things incorrectly and strangely. I like your joystick.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
See there? So I'm gonna play with my joystick a little bit. Look at that. That's awesome. That's really cool that they made that work so well. I need to put this right here. And then...
No estoy dormida. What does that mean? Dormida. Dormida.
Dormir is to sleep. Dormida, no estoy. I'm not asleep? I'm not asleep, right?
I am asleep.
No, he said no estoy.
I'm asleep.
I am.
I'm just saying that I am asleep.
Estoy is I am, I think.
Yeah, I got a 600. Thanks.
Was I right? Is that what that means? Did some of my schooling actually stick?
I'm not asleep.
Is it that Senorita Ritterhoff's lessons were not all in vain? Have I recalled some of my high school learning?
Ritterhoff.
Mm-hmm. Put that right there. Oh, this goes on top, huh? That's neat. Okay. See how that works. This is supposed to go up here. Look at that. And then this, we've got a few pieces left.
This has been a long stream.
How long?
Over 2 hours.
We've done much longer than that
Okay.
in the past. We're just getting our mojo back. That's all. Gotta get ready for those holiday December streams. Those are always the good ones.
Why?
Drunken grandma candy streams. Those are the ones everyone's looking forward to.
I don't think I'll be drunken this time.
I guess I'll have to carry the show alone, won't I?
Oh, that's sad.
There we go. Like that. Okay, then we got, what are these blue pieces? What would you call that color there, Jess?
Bermuda blue.
Bermuda blue?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say turquoise.
No, this is more of like a, technically it's more like a Tiffany or a mint blue.
Tiffany?
Tiffany blue, yeah.
There's a color called Tiffany blue?
Yeah,
Who came up with that?
Tiffany's.
That sounds like a bunch of horse shit.
The jewelry store.
Yeah?
The
They made
blue.
their own blue up?
No, they didn't make their own blue, but they use like a very specific blue on all their stuff, so it's like iconic. People call it Tiffany blue because it's what Tiffany's uses.
Like the same, like from the song?
No, that's Breakfast at Tiffany's, but yeah,
I know. Is that the same place
I think so.
they're talking about?
I never saw that, but I
Why
think
would you
so.
have breakfast at a jewelry store?
I think that's like the catch. I think that's why it's quirky, and they made a movie about it. I don't remember.
Is it?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Maybe we should watch it. Do you want to do that on our next date night?
No, I want to finish Insidious.
Okay, fine. Some girl you are. Don't even want to watch Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I didn't say never.
You know what I said? What about Breakfast at...
Get out of here.
Only 90s kids will get it.
Shut up.
Okay. I love people who always say that.
But
About like the most obvious things.
he said,
It's like
Nick, leave.
Hey, be nice.
I would say this is close to like a cyan, though, if you want like the name.
Cyan.
Yeah. Cyan's a little bit
That
more,
is?
a pinch more green than that, but
Hmm.
robin's egg blue, if it was like the Crayola crayon, you know.
Yeah. I thought robin's egg blue was more like a sky blue.
No, it's got a little bit of a green tone to it.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
A robin's egg does?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Robin. I'm gonna look it up.
Wonder how Robin feels about that.
What? Look, first search result is robin's egg blue.
That's a bit lighter, isn't it?
It's like, okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's like more green now compared to that.
Yeah.
I think it looks like that. Like in my brain, that's what it looked like. Well, not. Well, I think the colors get warped.
Look at you. We got old Sherwin Williams over here.
Stop it. It's not turquoise because turquoise is dark.
What do you mean it's dark?
Turquoise is a darker color. It's like if you took that color and made it like this darkness. That would be turquoise.
What would be?
I just told you.
What?
If you took that blue and you made it like this dark, that would be like a
Then it'd
turquoise.
be that dark. It'd be a different color blue.
I know. That's not turquoise. That's what I'm
What
telling
is?
you.
What do you consider turquoise? Turquoise is an actual rock.
It is.
We should be able to solve that pretty damn quick. Because you just look at the rock and say, well, is it the same color as that rock? No? Well, I guess it's not turquoise, is it?
See? This is like the darkness of... Ooh. See? These. Right here. It's darker.
That looks like the Charlotte Hornets colors.
Yeah, turquoise and purple.
Yeah?
Well, that's what it is.
Well, what I'd be interested to find out is if you found an actual piece of turquoise.
I have turquoise.
Where?
In my jewelry cabinet.
You have turquoise?
Yes!
Real turquoise?
I don't know. It might be
Well,
knockoff turquoise, but
Then
it's the same
that's not-
color.
No, that doesn't count. Unless
I don't know if it's... I didn't get it authenticated.
Well, that's a mistake.
No, I do have real... I think I have real turquoise. I've tattooed real turquoise before. Yeah, it usually has little gold pieces in it like that.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I've got some of that. What about it?
Well, first of all, where did you get it?
The store.
Did you buy it at Natural Wonders?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. What'd you do? We only have like 10 pieces left. Why are you taking so long?
I'm not. I'm just talking to my wife.
Who's that?
You. Don't you remember Natural Wonders? You really don't? Are you serious right now?
What is it, a store in the mall?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't go in there.
You didn't go in there.
No.
With the big rain sticks that you could turn upside down.
Oh, yeah, I do. Because
Why in the world did that place go out of business?
now they have the other one. The
What?
other store. The cutting edge store, whatever it's called.
What's the cutting edge store?
You know what I'm talking about, where you go in there and they have all the fancy, like...
Sharper Image?
Yeah. It's close enough. Cutting.
You always come up with like the Tim and Eric names for like these knockoff locations.
Well, I get it close. It's close enough. Means the same thing.
Cutting edge store.
Well, you knew what I was talking about.
Well,
That's why, because that store.
because the cutting edge store. That's why we don't have Natural Wonders.
Yeah, they got bought out. There's more fancy trinkets. Like, oh, you have rain sticks? Cool. We have massage chairs that shampoo your hair and take your dog out at the same time.
That's not even what they had there, though. They had like Natural Wonders.
Okay.
They had like rocks.
Okay. Well then,
rain sticks.
well then, a massage chair is definitely more exciting than the rocks.
Well, it's not about being exciting. It's about, can I go in here and buy a tiger's eye? Or some
Crystals?
amethyst? Can I buy amethyst here?
No, but they got fake crystal that makes your hair stick up.
Yeah, well, that's not what I want.
Well,
I want to be able to buy a rain stick and like rain forest sound CDs. And man, what a cool store that was. Natural Wonders, guys. If you didn't grow up in the 90s, you missed out. You missed out. Natural Wonders. There was a store in the mall. A chain store. Every mall in America had a Natural Wonders. And you could go in and you could buy polished rocks. You could buy tiger's eye. You could buy fool's gold.
okay. You better build.
You could buy fool's gold. And you could get... What else did they sell?
all kinds of cool stuff.
Incense.
Incense and posters.
Patchouli. You know they sold patchouli.
I'm sure they probably did. Patchouli's gum.
Jorfa says there was a girl that made a video of her trying anime Japanese food. One was Ichiraku ramen from Naruto. Second one I don't remember, but the third one was octopus from Hint.
Did you know there's going to be a new Dragon Ball series, Mr. Jorfus? You're a Dragon Ball fan? They just announced this. Dragon Ball Daima, I believe. Gosh, I'm missing one piece now. Do you have this piece?
I don't. What is it?
Just like this one right here. It's a mirror image. I need 2 of these. And I can't go on.
It's stuck
That's
to the
connected.
wheel. Just take the wheel
Oh,
off.
jeez. I thought that was like a different... Gosh. That's why they call you the better half.
Aw,
You see things that I'm not able to see.
that's sweet.
Okay, number 4. Another decal.
You made it sound like everybody calls me the better half of our relationship.
Well, they probably do.
No,
if they know us.
They don't. Nobody does that. Let them see the decal.
Hold on.
Did you put it on, stupid?
Yes, I did. I'm not happy with that. Because this is the game screen. That can't be on. All jacked up looking. Yeah, it's okay.
He says we're getting to the stickers. We're almost done. That's true. Just a few more minutes.
Look at this cute little Pac-Man machine that we've built. Look at that. Isn't that cute? You see that?
I'm trying to get it to focus.
Oh, I got more to put on there. I didn't even know that they make it even more detailed than it already is. Okay, I gotta put this on.
Mr. Jorfus, are you doing anything fun tomorrow? On your Sunday?
Yeah, what's a Jorfus Sunday look like tomorrow? What are you gonna get up to in old Jorfusville? You gonna eat some chocolinas? That's probably what I'd be getting into. Oh. What is that? I gotta put
He said probably just gaming, nothing interesting.
just gaming.
Well, that's nice too.
Jorvis, you ever consider starting a YouTube channel of your own?
I thought he had one, didn't he?
I don't know. Are you uploading any videos these days? I didn't know if he was currently uploading or anything. There we go. Okay, next we've got this and this and this.
He says no, sounds like a lot of time waste.
You telling me? No, it's not a waste.
It is a lot of time.
Yeah, it can be. But I like to keep my friends entertained. Oh, I was gonna ask. I've got a few items here that I haven't opened yet. You think I should do a few what could it be now videos? I haven't done any of those in a while. Those are quick and easy uploads. if you'd be interested in checking out a few little knickknacks that I've picked up over the past few months. Things that I just have sitting in my office that I haven't opened yet. It's almost done. Oh, okay. So it's like an arcade room. There we go. And then we got this Pac-Woman chick right here. Kind of looks like you, Jess.
What?
The Pac lady.
Because of her side part.
Mm-hmm. Jess likes to do her hair the same way.
Mine's not so wavy though.
She's got her token to put in the machine. She's walking up just like that. And what is this? Why did it have why is there like a device on the ground? Oh, okay, it's gonna be a what you call it? A stool. Almost done. We're almost there, guys. My voice is giving out on me, but we're almost there. Whoa, look at that.
He said he wants to see what the character looks like.
Okay, hold on. I'll show you. Here, it's Pac-Woman Jess.
Hold on, she's blurry. What's on her shirt? Oh, old Pac-Man guy?
Yeah, a little pinky ghost.
What's she holding?
She's holding her token to play the game.
Oh, that's
See?
cute. Yeah, I see.
And there you can see her right there. And what's next to her? What is this?
A big hamburger?
It's some sort of machine.
Hmm.
There's one in the back.
Like a gumball machine?
Could be, I guess. I guess it could be a gumball machine. There's a piece of one.
Oh, he said it almost looks like me, just without glasses.
Yep.
Yeah. Nick's the only person gets to see me without glasses. I don't wear contacts anymore too much.
You wear them sometimes.
Every now and again. And I don't often take them off because I'm blind as a bat.
Yeah.
So they're only really off my face when it's time to go sleepy time.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
What?
Look at my shirt. What is that? Emerson's Band-Aid.
Yeah. God. Good thing Pete's not here.
Why?
That was like his phobia.
Oh, Band-Aid.
Band-Aid phobia.
Gross. That one was especially yucky. Like a hair stuck to it. I wish my hair was wavy like that.
Like the Lego lady.
Yeah. She doesn't have any Lego pieces in there, though. He said, what happened to your shirt? Was it a bug? No. There was a Band-Aid stuck to it. Because Emerson had cut his finger the other day. And I don't know, apparently the Band-Aid came off at some point and ended up getting stuck to my shirt.
So, the miniature arcade goes right in here. Inside of the Pac-Man machine. You see that?
Mm.
So that works.
That seems dangerous to play Pac-Man in there.
And that's that, guys. Put this on. And Pac-Man Gal will be forever entombed
That's
inside
mean.
of the machine. And there we go. That's it. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
How long ago we did that?
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it's been a lifetime. We got our fully functioning Pac-Man machine here. That works. Do we see this? The working change return.
That's cool.
The light up. Press the button. And you can probably get a good feel for how satisfying that joystick is. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not chintzy.
Mm-mm.
It's very nicely designed. That's all of it, guys. We did it. That's Pac-Man. Yep.
You broke it.
Oh.
Dorfus says it looks cool.
Yeah. Nice looking set right there. Yeah. Nice looking set.
You're not gonna have much of a voice left tomorrow, I bet.
No, it's not. My voice is pretty well hindered. But I hope to, I put the work in today. I had all the games recorded, ready to begin production on the review videos, and just thought this would be a little bit more fun to do tonight. But we'll get those up. We'll get caught up. Don't worry. We'll have the 31 reviews all set by the end of the month. And that's about it for now. And next time we're going to be starting a brand new Halloween-y themed Lego set.
That will carry a little past Halloween.
Maybe.
Probably.
Let's see how crazy we get.
We have our Halloween party next week.
I know. Hoping to go live after the party. An after Halloween party right here on YouTube.
Oh my goodness.
You know?
That's too crazy.
Get ready.
Okay.
Halloween era.
It's a lot easier to do these when I'm drinking. Late nights are easier when you're drunk.
Well, just gotta toss a few back then.
No. It was nice talking to you, Mr. Dorfus.
Thanks for hanging out, Jorfus. Anyone else who's been lounging around or who's watching later, appreciate you. And hope to see you next time, next weekend, for our special Halloween-y Lego set. All right? So until next time, everyone, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.